Hey everybody, welcome back to Tropeacetic, and look, a new game and a new game series. I'm going to quickly go into the options menu, but this is .hack infection, and why did I quickly go to the options menu? Because otherwise, it does that thing that happened a whole lot back in the day. Does it still happen? I don't feel like I've run into it in a while, but where a video auto plays and shows you cool scenes from the game that, you're about to play. I can see them when I get to them. .hack infection. .hack is a series that I have always been interested in playing and just simply never have. So I know it's an RPG. My understanding is that this game is you're playing sort of like two parts of your life. You're living your real life and your digital life, basically in the sense that there's the real world and it's what you are, but in the game you're playing a video game and it's an MMORPG like World of Warcraft or what have you. And my assumption is it's within the MMORPG that most of this action takes place. I've always been interested in that idea, especially because I somehow got the impression, we'll find out if I'm right or wrong, that playing this game feels like you're playing an MMORPG single player. That's kind of what I want in life. Guild Wars did it, but I just didn't enjoy playing Guild Wars. I didn't enjoy the world that they had built, at least not the first one. I haven't even bothered with the second one. World of Warcraft lets you do that, but only up to a point. I feel like you constantly have to stop yourself, go somewhere else, come back later. They never did the Final Fantasy XIV thing, even though it looks like they're starting to get there, where you could just have a party of AI. You know, if I want to be DPS, an AI can tank and heal and then not have to worry about waiting in line for this thing or that thing. So it's always attracted me to play this game, if I'm right at all or not. But I am going in completely blind because what I just told you I think this game is, I don't know that it is. And they made a bunch of these, but as far as I could tell, there's no modern way to play this, so I have to emulate the PS2 copy in order, because I have no other way of capturing it. So yeah, that's where we're going to get started. I will tell you this was not the next game. The next game was significantly older. And I got one episode out of the way, and on the second one, I got soft locked. So I said, I will come back to that one in the future. There's a slight delay in the sound effects. I don't know if that's the emulator or what. Oh, I do have a cheat already active. Anybody who doesn't already know, cheating on the PlayStation 2 emulators can be a pain in the ass. But it's reasonable if you take your time and you learn how to do it. I've got Infinite SP right now, and I'm going to try and leave it at that. We'll see. Ew, what is that? Is it wrapped in something, or were those tendrils? Looks like it's wrapped in something. Or was wrapped.
Der Mann des Schattens, auf der Suche nach dem Abendrachen, ist noch nicht zurückgekommen. Der Herd der Finsternis grollt. Helba, Königin der Finsternis, stellt schließlich ein Heer auf. Alparon, König des Lichts, grüßt sie. Und sie treffen sich am Fuße des Regenbogens. Die verfluchte Welle muss gemeinsam bekämpft werden. Der See von Alba brodelt. Der große Baum des Lichts.
Ooh, a great tree.
Alle Macht zerfällt zu Tropfen im Tempel von Arche Köln. Wesen ohne Schatten, ihre Welt zerfällt zu nichts. Der Mann des Schattens auf der Suche nach dem Abenddrachen kehrt niemals mehr zurück.
Okay, none of that meant anything to me. All right. Oh, yes, I should say... Well, let's see if there's any voice acting here.
Okay, user registration is done. Now for a name.
I sound like I'm 8.
Yasuhiko's probably already there waiting for me. I'd better hurry.
I'm not going to hurry. I'm doing a show. Registration process for the world is finished. Reconfirming your name and character name. Okay. Yeah, I knew the character name was Kite. I thought that was just the name. I didn't know there was a username to put in there as well. So I guess I'll just do this. The other thing I was going to mention real fast is my understanding of the way that you interact with stuff in the real world made me think of Front Mission 3. Any fans of that game? And that's on this list. That one will get covered. I was just fascinated by their quote-unquote internet that you could do things with. So yeah, it's Joy Boy Bry, character named Kite. Whatever language that was in the beginning, I don't know. I did select voiceover English. I know there's a lot of people who, especially if you have captions, they'd rather have captions in English and then use the original voice actors. As hoity-toity as I can be, I'm not hoity-toity about that. We're going to just keep it Kite. Oh, I have the strategy guide open and I'm very excited because it's Brady Games. The top line of your 90s and 2000s hardcover, well, soft cover, but hard format strategy guides. Didn't recognize the author's name though, but that's because I think this came out in 2002 perhaps. Oh, thank goodness my registration was approved. All right, to start the game, select the world from your desktop. Please enjoy the world. I wish I could. Okay, see, that's kind of funny right off the bat. I know that used to be a thing. There used to be like those super fancy, ultra techy, welcome to the website kind of thing. So I guess this must have been that time period. It's the time period right after rotating GIFs, you know? All right, so we've got the world, which I believe is the game, email, a web news site, accessories, audio, data.
I'll check my email first.
I wish I could do what I wanted to do first, but thanks. All right, we got some emails. The system of the world has been updated to version 2. You know what? That's kind of loud. Hang on. Okay. The system of the world has been updated to version 2.75. With this update, the following elements have been added. Monster tolerances. For a group of monsters, certain physical magical attacks will cause 0 damage because of their defense mechanisms. Okay. Elemental hit. Attack with elemental skills that are opposite the monster attribute, and it will result in double the damage. It's pretty classic. Treasure chest items. You may obtain different items depending on the type of treasure chests. Many items are now available from the Got statue. Okay. Thank you for registering. The world, aka the game, so I was right about that, is comprised of several servers. Interesting. Is that going to matter? The adventure begins by inputting codes at the Chaos Gates in root towns, which are located in each of the servers. Let me introduce each of the servers and root towns. Aqua Capital Makanu. Makanu means the son of a goddess. There are waterways throughout the town. The sounds and the scenery will bring you peace. Then you have Highland City Dunlorig. Dunlorig means the Weaver Guardian. It is a city protected by sprites with buildings made of rocks coexisting with nature. The wind will challenge the adventurers on their quest. Cultural city Carmina Gadalika, or something, means the Song of Gale. It is a metropolis, a fusion of science and traditional cultural knowledge. Aerial City Fort Oof. Fort Oof means the Fort of Elves. Does it? It originated as a fort built in preparation for a war with Gadalika, but since the peace agreement has acted as a watchtower for monsters. The relic city Liafail. I doubt it's said that way. I doubt any of this is said this way. The Stone of Destiny. This city was a holy ground of the Tartarga people before the Great War, but it was destroyed by the Carmina Gadelica forces, which did not like the idea. Okay. So they're... I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. Is it a city or what have you? Yasuhiko is the name we've heard already. Hey, did you finish registering? What kind of character are you? I don't think that's how he's asking that question. I think he actually means, what kind of character are you? Emphasis means a lot. Oh, and like I said at school, you'll regret it if you use a smart-ass name. I'm Orca in the world, so keep that in mind. Don't call me by my real name. Oh, that's hilarious. If Rob is watching this, he probably just now yelled, yeah, Brian, because he and I have played multiplayer games and I've had a habit of doing that. You can be a different person when you're there. Well, more like the guy you want to be. Anyway, I'll be at Root Town. Okay. We got news. This is like the front mission-y stuff I was thinking of. A new transportation system is operational. The trial period ended today and will be fully functional starting tomorrow. It is predicted, I almost said predicated, that chronic traffic jams will be resolved by this system. Its main feature is the ability to control and adjust traffic lights depending on the situation. It can also predict the best timing at railway stops. When there is a crime, it will turn all traffic lights around the area to red to help prevent the culprit from escaping, so that our cars can get in the escapers' way. I see. Thanks, government. Of course, it is questionable whether criminals will follow the traffic laws. Oh, that's not what I thought they meant. I mean, no, they won't. What they will do is crash into those of us who do, because we're sitting there. The world is successful, apparently. It has exceeded 20 million copies worldwide. Ooh, this is taking place in the far-flung future of 2007. The game was the first online game released since the Twilight of the New Gods incident, which is very similar to the actual expansion of World of Warcraft, now that I think about it, which would come, 15 years later? It sold 10 million copies in its first 6 months and has steadily grown in its sales through various upgrades. Blah, blah, blah. There are 10 million users in Japan alone. They're considering a submission to the Guinness Book of World Records, which apparently exists in this game. Sonus, not Sony, announced that it will soon sell a new head-mounted video display, the NeuroGoggle FMD, customized for the world. Retail has not been set yet. Look at that. Honestly, what we have today, not much better. The sound recognition device... What sound recognition device? The sound recognition device has evolved to near perfection with a less than 0.5% error rate. When switched to chat mode, it recognizes the pauses by the speaker and translates them as an ellipses. The day may come when keyboards are obsolete. Again, not even close so far. The World Network Council announced today that the market penetration of the Network OS Ultimate, which is what we're using, has reached almost 100%. It's almost exactly a monopoly. Or almost exactly a perfect monopoly. Monopoly? This means that all networked computer terminals in homes or businesses are now compatible with Ultimate. Huh. And the subtitle to this game is Infection. That's why you don't want this ever. Public Relations stated that the Pluto Kiss incident of December 2005 and the 2-year period following the incident, commonly known as Twilight of the New Gods, is now only a page in history. Some officials state that after 6 emotional years of ups and downs, the new generation HyperNet plan, proposed in April of 2004, has been fulfilled. Wait, what is the date? Is it... Oh, they don't have dates in the emails. What accessories do we have? Orange blossoms, red eye. Oh, well, I'm going to go with blue moon. Ah. Yeah. Because we've learned our lessons many, many times about save state. Oh boy. I don't miss that. All right. Let's lock in. Ooh, fancy. Key of the Twilight? Or Hex of the Twilight? The font is hard to read. Ooh, let's go on the message board. Oh, So at first when I first saw this, I thought, okay, it's going to be a funny little message board tied to the game. Then I saw system explanation. I was like, oh, is this where the tutorial stuff is? And then as I'm reading some of these headings, I think the answer is yes to both of them. Let's hit system explanation first. Oh man, I don't know. Do you guys want to sit with me here while I read these? Let me start with this first one. What's a skill? Okay, it seems it's flavor text, but we'll go with it for now. These always start off slow, right? So you guys know what you're in for. This is from Parn. I just started playing this game. When I talked to the shopkeeper, he said, you can use skills by equipping armor and weapons, but what's a skill? Ninja Knife said it's an attack that uses up SPs during battle. That's what I'm cheating with. It can damage enemies or cure allies. They don't call it magic because they're not just spells, but moves that are used by a swordsman as well. Parn said, when I changed weapons, I lost a skill. Is there a connection? Jing says skills are based on equipment and not characters. Interesting. Okay. So kind of like Final Fantasy IX, except for you can't permanently learn them. If you change your equipment, you can't use that skill anymore. The skill you lost was probably on your old weapon. Aside from attack power and defense, you should keep skills in mind. Sounds complicated. Really? I didn't know that, so I sold my old weapon. I thought I just leveled up and learned magic. Parn asking a new question. There's a skill I have that I can't use. Why is that? 1, you don't have enough SP. 2, target isn't in range. It's probably one or the other. There's a range with every skill, so if the target isn't within range, you can't use it. Magic is long range, but attacks are shorter, so you need to get closer. This is a nice... It's thematically completely fitting, but also a nice way of kind of teaching people this stuff, actually. I want to give them credit for that. It really spells a positive outlook on the care they might have given this game. Can you cast a spell on all? Are there any spells you can cast on all your enemies or allies like other RPGs? If you can't, it would seriously suck when you have to heal your party. Well, they don't have these, but skills with range and range attack are something like that since they are area effects, AoE. If it's an attack spell, it does about half the damage to the enemy around the target, so if you use it wisely, it becomes something very similar. Well, kind of. Healing spells on allies are similar, so you can heal other members. Okay, so there is no all, but there is AoE. Finally, somebody else has a question. It's Hinata raising his hand. I bought a more expensive armor, but it got weaker against enemy magic attacks. Why is that? Probably magical defense on the armor is low. There's magical and physical defense. Okay. It's pretty obvious stuff. Hinata again. I think Parn just changed his username. Thank you, oh, he's responding. Thank you, Corm. I wasn't looking at armor parameters. Also, there's defense and evade. What's the difference? You don't know what words mean? Yeah, that's exactly what we thought. Do you know tolerance? You do know that Suvile and Mule paralysis, and charm. Okay. Can't be avoided even if you increase magic evasion, right? If you increase the spirit status for curse, sleep, confusion, and charm, and then increase body status for poison, paralysis, and slowdown, it won't decrease damage, but it will decrease the frequency you are affected by those spells. Okay, so if somebody's going to hit me with poison, they're going to hit me with poison every time, but how frequently does it ding my HP down is what I'm taking from that. Do elements make a difference? There are 6 elements for skills, items. There are 6 elements for skills, items, and monsters. Okay, that makes sense. For monsters, there's an icon to the left of its name. There are similar icons on your status screen. Elements have opposing elements, so enemies with fire are strong against attacks with fire, but weak against attacks with water. Pretty simple. Okay, what are the other ones? Okay, so yeah, fire. Yeah, I know fire and water because somebody just said it. Oh, I don't need your theories, guy. So fire, water, thunder, darkness, and wood, earth. Okay, fire, water is very obvious. Definitely see that all the time. Thunder and darkness, I feel like I never have seen that. So I'm going to think more of the vein of lightning to try and remember that. And then wood, earth, I don't know. They seem very closely related to me. I get it, but I wonder how many boardroom arguments there have been in developing a game and talking about elements like that. I got plate armor, but I can't equip it. Can long arms equip plate armor? It would bite if they can't. Sorry, but you're right. Wave masters can only equip the lightest armor. Twin blades and long arms can't equip heavy armor. Other guys can equip whatever they want. You should probably check the armor status for that. Alright, so there's job classes. Play knowledge. They're too strong! Mad Max would never yell that. The enemies are strong in every single area I've been in. Great. If you put in the keywords randomly, you usually don't get to the area that's right for you. You should probably check the board more. Other players will post low-level area keywords. Okay. Are you forming parties when you go out? The difficulty level varies if you've got friends or go solo. If you've got no friends, well, I can't really help you there. You need member addresses of other players to form parties. Got it. Does everyone know about the Zeit statue? At the bottom of the dungeon, the statue at the bottom of the dungeon is searching for an adventurer to give a title of honor as the hero of Zeit. Only way to get the title is to get to the Zeit statue as fast as you can. Those who want the praise of the Zeit statue select Chronicling as your Part A at the Chaos Gate. I hope a lot of these names are going to start connecting at some point because there's a lot of them. First, look for an area with a dungeon close to the entrance, and that doesn't have that many floors. The hero of Zeit must also be versed in looking for an advantageous area. What does that mean? Okay. You know the new transport system called RTCS that starts tomorrow? I really want to know if traffic jams will be a thing of the past. The other day, it took me 2 hours to get back to the city from Odaiba. The author of this one is Jello. No matter what kind of a system, they need to reduce the number of cars. I mean, there are too many idiots on the road. Just get rid of them. The idiots or the cars? It's talking about that. Okay. Keyword creation. It's Hinata again. I got some keywords during play and tried them, but they don't seem to work. I think the parameters on the Chaos Gate menu are way too strong. Can someone teach me a good way to combine words? I recommend sentences. You really shouldn't worry about the area's parameters in the beginning. Beginners should only be concerned with the level of the area. This is the parameter that sets the difficulty of that level, and the higher it is, the more powerful the monsters are, and the better the items. If you combine words randomly, you might get a really strong enemy and die instantly. When your level is low, you should use words with low difficulty. Here is a sample word for beginners. bursting. Okay. I used the word bursting in part A like Corm said, but the enemies are too strong and it was game over for me. Why? Well, there was probably a word aside from bursting that set the area level. Were there more than 2 jewels in the area levels in the parameter list? What the hell are they talking about? In cases like that, the word with the higher priority takes precedence. Okay. One in red has higher priority. So maybe a word aside from bursting was used to set the area level. Sorry, I didn't tell you before. So more than one word can set a particular parameter, but there are parameters that you can't set with any of the words. What about those? I don't know what that means. What is a grunty? Found this item called root vegetable in the field. It was jumping up and down. I thought it was a monster at first, but when I looked at it, the key item list, it said food for grunty. So what is this grunty? Something alive? Can someone please tell me? I didn't know at first too. Crest, you're probably in Delta server, right? Well, there aren't any grunties in that one. Grunties are currently living in Omega's server? I don't know. They look like something between a pig and a cow. You can feed them. Okay. Weird. I've thrown in weapons into the spring of mist that are in the fields, but there are times when the level of the weapon increases or decreases. Is there a reason? Weather seems to play a role in whether or not a weapon or an armor gets stronger or weaker. When I put a weapon in the grasslands when it was sunny, you got strong, but when it was raining, you got weaker. I haven't tried armor, so I don't know. Yeah, pretty sure weather's involved, though I don't think it really matters what kind of field you're in. When I tried it at night, both weapons and armor got strong. What if it's cloudy? Somebody's looking for... Okay. You know the green things called symbol by a dungeon? Is there some meaning for them? It explodes when you touch it, so I thought it was a trap of some kind. If you touch them, they have a special effect on you like healing, increasing your strength, etc. But they're random, so you don't know what you might get. Things on fire in the field are the same. When you find one, just use it. Okay. This feels way more like... Okay, so what's going on? Element tolerance is a monster-specific tolerance where a monster receives 0 damage from element skills. Okay. It's going to be kind of the same thing. That's general. All of the tolerance explained above can be canceled by decreasing the status parameter with magic skills and items. Okay, like, sounds like we're talking about debuffs. Okay. Breakable objects. Risky treasure boxes. Okay. All right. Just like in real life, I started being like, I don't want to read this. Let's go. Let's play. Aqua Capital Mechanu. It's just going to say triangle server, I guess. Oh yeah, this definitely feels MMORPG-ish.
You made it.
Oh, that's our buddy?
Hey, it's me, Orca, the Blade Master.
Whoa! You look so different from the real Yasuhiko. Nothing like the real you.
Hey, in this game, I'm Orca, regardless of what I am in reality. I'm pretty well known here. What?
No, you look great.
Anyway, take this.
Okay.
Member address is the flash mail address you can only access in the world. With flash mail, you can exchange messages with others in real time. as long as you are in the world. It's mostly used by newbies to contact other players to form a party. Try it out by inviting me to join your party. First, press the triangle button to open the menu. In the menu, select Party. Next, select Add. Names of players who gave you their member addresses will be listed here.
So this dude's level 50, has lots of money.
Choose a player you want to invite to your party and send a flash mail. Since you just started, you probably only have my member address. Now, press the X button twice to send a flash mail to me. Ah, got it. Join my party. It's kind of weird mailing each other when we're face to face.
We're not exactly face to face.
See? My name appears under your screen. That means I'm in your party. By the way, flash mail is only available when you're in a town. Oh, and you can't contact people when they're not logged into the world. People do have a life, you know. We're not online 24/7. In other words, you can't always count on the same members to form a party. So, try to get as many member addresses as you can. You'll have more fun that way. Well, how you play is up to you. But since EXP and stuff isn't divided among party members,
Literally the question that was on my mind.
you really don't benefit if you go solo. Okay, well, why don't we head off? There's nothing to worry about. I found a perfect place for newbies. This is the Chaos Gate, a sort of transfer device that takes us from one place to another. Now, press the X button. In the world, each play zone is called an area, determined by a combination of 3 keywords. Select New Keyword. This is the keyword screen. At the top is the entry plate. You put the 3 selected keywords one by one for each part, A, B, and C. Left of the entry plate is all the keywords you have. You can collect more of them by reading your emails, the board, and from other players.
Okay, so they will be incentivizing you to do that.
Now, let's enter some keywords by starting with part A. Select bursting from the list.
First, I want to see what they all are. You got discovered, indiscreet, putrid, hideous, soft, beautiful, raging, noisy, dog dancing, rejecting, sleepy, sinking, greedy, voluptuous, and chronicling. But we're going to go bursting. So I'm noticing that there is an indicator next to these, and it changes based on which one. So field type, dungeon, weather, ground level, structures, area level. So I think this is telling me that where we're going with bursting has a chance that there's going to be a dungeon. Structures makes me think other buildings. Area level makes me think this is matching my level.
Good. Next for part B, select passed over.
Oh, interesting. Now I'm questioning that. Is green, so bursting maybe is making it unlikely for there to be a dungeon. Passed over is making it likely, so they're going to cancel each other out. So they're not going to have structures. It's not going to match my area level, but I'm going with this dude. But this saying maybe not having monsters or items? I don't know. I don't understand.
For the last one in part C, select aqua field.
Oh, good. They had to add a third color to it.
Now you're done specifying the area.
Oh, wait. Was I wrong about all of that and its elements? But why would... Green is the one that we see the least here, so I don't think I've got that right.
Oh, one more thing. You see the symbol on the left next to the keyword? That's the server symbol. It indicates which server you are currently logged on to. This symbol is Delta, so we're logged on to the Delta server.
Okay, I had that right.
The list on the bottom right is the area status list. See the jewel next to the field type and dungeon? That indicates how the selected keyword affects the status.
Right, but what do the colors mean?
For example, check the field type. See the jewel on the right? This means that the field type is being determined by aqua field, the keyword in C.
Right.
We don't know what kind of field the current keyword will create until we get there. But once we learn the effect of that keyword, we can combine it with other keywords effectively.
Okay.
For more details, check out the board on your own time. All right, let's get going to the Delta Bursting Passed Over Aqua Field. Select Warp. Before we get going, let me explain to you about the camera control. During the game, enemies will attack from all directions. The idea is to adjust your view quickly to see your enemy and grasp the situation. I'll explain more later, but remember, you can only use skills on targets you can see. Basically, if you don't use the camera right, you'll be dead before you know it. First, rotate the camera. Push either the L1 button or the R1 button to move the camera. Good. Next, let's zoom in and zoom out. You can zoom the camera in or out by using the right analog stick. Try it. Yeah, that's it. Finally, you reset the camera by pushing the R2 button. There you go. Remember, when the battle starts, constantly adjust your camera. Okay, and this is the field. It's the lowest level in the area. When you want to return to the town, press the triangle button and select Gate Out from the menu. Grassland, wilderness, and jungle are some of the field types. You can set them with keywords. The combination of field type and weather determines the area elements. For example, if it's a grassland and it's raining, that area will be a water element stage. The elements also affect the type of monsters that will appear and the items you can get. Don't worry about it now. As you get used to it, combine words to get different elements. Now, let's get going on our quest. First, check the map at top right. You see the red down arrow on it? That's the gate to the dungeon. In the dungeon's deepest level, there's a God statue that usually holds a rare item. Basically, the goal is to reach this statue. But enemies are often tougher down there, so gain some levels above ground before you head below. Okay, wait a sec.
Fairy orb, okay.
By using the fairy's orb, hidden data on the map becomes visible, like this. Yellow areas on the map show magic portals, where you encounter monsters and treasures. All right, how about we go pick a fight? Head for one of the magic portals.
Oh, it moved me automatically.
For a basic attack, approach the target and press the X button.
Oh, it's going to be active battle, okay.
By the way, a cursor appears on the target so that you can check its name and hit points.
Yep, I see that.
Try using a basic attack to defeat some monsters.
I missed. I'm missing a lot.
You've started to get the hang of it, right? Okay, let's try using skills. Press the triangle button to open the menu and select skills. Okay then. Choose Repth from the list.
Just kind of wanted to see what those were.
When the target cursor appears, select the target. That's it. Pretty easy, huh?
Okay.
You can target a party member for recovery or remedy skills and the enemy for attack skills. Remember, you can only apply skills to targets within your view. Before using a skill, adjust the camera so that your target comes into view. Well, you must be sick of me at this point. It's your turn to tell me what to do by using chat command. Okay, I'll teach you the command to get your members to heal. Okay then, press the square button to open the menu. Next, go ahead and choose First Aid from the menu. Well, it's good to be the boss, isn't it? If you use it well, you can bunch up on the enemy or give separate orders to each party member. When you add new members to the party, try various chat commands to see their effects. That's it for now. Just remember what you learned and start exploring. When you think you're ready, we'll head for the dungeon.
Okay. What is the other symbol that he didn't... Oh, well, you know what? Actually, first, so... Saber Dance... PS9 Twin. I don't know what that means. Continually slash at a high speed. Vakras. It's a fire thing. Oh, I see. It's physical versus magic. And then S must be like status or element. Converge fireballs converge on the target. Okay. What items do we have? Regular items, we have a health drink, an antidote. Antidote here, well, let's see, yeah. Does not just poison, but paralysis, speed down, and decrease in physical status. Restorative cures curse, sleep, confusion, charm, and decrease in magical status. That's revive. That's SP. Disarm the trap on risky treasure boxes and display unknown areas on the map. Okay. Scrolls, speed charm, temporary increase in movement speed. I don't have any books or treasure or equipment. Do I have any key items? There's the grunty food. You can discard item. Oh, weird that you have to go into a different menu to discard an item. Okay, here's me. I have amateur blades. I can view status of the weapon. Oh, weapon for twin blade. So that's my class, right? Yeah, class twin blade. Nomad's hood, leather armor, leather glove, safety shoes. Interesting that you don't get to choose your class. But I guess maybe because it's not truly an MMORPG, so he's a blade master. Can I? No, I can't. Just trying to see if I could highlight their class and get some information about it. Oh, excuse me? Oh. Oh, wow. All right, well. That was fast, and I wasn't necessary there. Oh, let's test that that's working. So 13 SP. Yeah, okay, that appears to be working. What is this?
This spring has a strange feel. Maybe I should throw in a weapon or a piece of armor.
Okay, so that's those springs they were talking about. Don't try too hard. What's happening over here? Oh, what? Okay. Mandragora. I always say it Mandragora. Just how I do. Yeah, I noticed you can handle it yourself. Let's So I don't do anything over here, huh? I wonder if I'm getting ahead of myself. That I wasn't even supposed to see that yet, maybe. What does that do? There's a key item. That's the food for Grunty? Okay. I don't know why I thought they said some other type of thing. I mean, at least I'm getting XP for it, but... Okay. Going in.
Now we can start exploring the dungeon. One thing you need to remember is that you can't gate out when you're in a dungeon.
Okay.
To gate out and return to the town, you have to go back to the field. The sprite ocarina will warp you to the surface, but you can't use it during battle. This is the treasure box, but you knew that, right? You should know that there are 2 types of treasure boxes, normal and booby-trapped. This one's normal. Hit the X button to open it.
Okay.
This one's booby-trapped. Notice a different color? Try to open it as is, and you're screwed.
Screwed in what way, number 1? But number 2, it's interesting that booby-trapped chests have a different color. I feel like you wouldn't expect that.
Just use the fortune wire on it. This item will disarm the trap. See? Now it's safe to open. Press the X button to open it.
Gale breath. What is that? It's a scroll. Wood. Raise trees below the target. To do what? What precisely would that do? Okay, I was curious about this. Data drain. What? Okay. I will have to look that up afterwards, apparently.
What the? Did you just see that?
Yeah. Was that thing chasing her?
Yeah, but something like that on this level?
Well, I would normally say we have to go right, so let's go left first, but according to the strategy guide, the right appears to be more of a dead end than the left, so we're going to go this way first. And of course, I'm just doing quick glances, not actually reading what they're saying. It's a dead end. Where did that girl go? She left this. Speed charm. Okay. I'm not sure about the random text pop-ups. Not sure I'm a fan of that. I get what they're doing, but...
Better watch out. We're trapped in here. In the dungeon, there are rooms with traps everywhere. The only way to get out of a trap like this is by activating all the magic portals in the room. All right, let's charge to that magic portal.
With what? Oh, it's like I didn't see anything. Are we sure it was rushing to it and not just an enemy trap door?
When you want me to do something, use the chat command and let me know.
Oh, I noticed it said talk to him. Oh, I didn't expect a stairway down. Let me grab the mouse over here. Let's see what that it's going to look like. That's what I really love about strategy guides. Mostly, it's just the maps. Okay, we're going to go this way first. Didn't even see it, and he's just taking care of everything. Looks like the R1 and L1 turning is a little bit, not by much, but just a little bit faster than using the right stick. Not super happy with the treasure so far. I want my cool stuff now. I almost feel like it's a mistake to... I don't know what that meant. It's a mistake to have him so strong. Because I'm not getting anything from the battle. I'm getting experience, but I mean, I'm not getting used to the battle system. He's just taking everything out right away. You're a bad teacher, Orca.
This is the room where the statue is. There's only one of them at the dungeon's deepest level, and you can get rare items from it. That's enough adventure for now. Let's grab the treasure and get back to town, shall we? If we had a Sprite Ocarina, we could warp out of here. But we don't have one. So we gotta go back the way we just came.
Steel blades. Rainbow card. Yellow candy. What the hell is any of that? Okay. Rainbow card. Sell it for money or trade. So it's going to be one of those. So, whoop. So I've got these amateur blades. Oh, okay. So is this saying if I switch to this, I lose Saber Dance and I gain Tiger Claws? Whoa. Stronger attack and accuracy. Somehow it helps magically. Well, we're going to go with the Steel Blades because Tiger Claw sounds interesting. So, okay, I was wondering what happened there. All right. So now we'll leave without our ocarina, and I sure hope it'll go smoothly. Gasp, it won't?
Or was the rumor true?
Take this.
It's a book.
Please take this. There's no time. Please.
What's this?
A great force. The power it holds can bring forth either salvation or destruction at the whim of the user. It's coming.
That's right, only this many days till the holiday shopping season. It's just a sky jellyfish. Oh. Oh, it's that thing again. Okay.
Run. It'll kill you.
What is the penalty for death in this game? Because...
What is this? Something wrong. Nothing works. It wasn't supposed to be this way. I'm sorry. Get out of here!
That's not where books go. Okay. And you are?
What was wrong with Yasuhiko? Why was he upset?
I mean, his character died.
I wanted to ask him, but he wouldn't even pick up the phone.
Uh-oh. Are we red pill, blue pilling?
And then? The next day, I found out that Yasuhiko had been hospitalized. I rushed to the hospital, but they wouldn't even let me see him. But I guess it's better this way. I didn't want to see him all week, and he...
Oops, shit.
But what the hell happened to him? I have a feeling that the key to it is somewhere in the world.
Oop. Okay. Well, I think now is a good opportunity to save and do an episode split here. And that's all I got. I'm very curious. I feel like the elements built up into this game are going to do a weird combination of increasing the likelihood of having lots of cliches while also decreasing the likelihood of certain other cliches. But I don't know. I can't quite tell yet. It's very, very early. I'll see you guys on the next one.
Let's Player needs food badly.